Hi Sagittarius, welcome to Sophquest. I'm Spence. Welcome back if you are a subscriber, and welcome in if you're new. This is for the week of June 21st through the 27th. We do have a full moon in Capricorn this week. And that is your card right there. Wow. I did shuffle these, by the way, plenty before I turned the camera on, so they were nicely shuffled. And I'm going to shuffle a little more for this, and then I'll tell you what the decks are, okay? So anyway, yes, there's a full moon in Capricorn, which is your second house of finance, work, things like that. So something might be culminating, coming to enlightenment. Something might be relieved or released. Something could, come into your knowing that you find out. So it could be a raise. It could be a job change. It could be anything. All right. Well, firstly and foremostly, you got the Spirit of Gratitude, and that is from the Oracle of the Seven Energies by Colette Baron-Reid. So that looks promising. And then we are using the Muse Tarot, and that is by Chris Ann, and pulling your 9 cards from that. So settle in, Sagittarius. There's your first card, popped out. I did shuffle these plenty, like I said before the video. So ready to cut the deck and lay them out. All right, Sag, just do some deep breathing, shall we? Bring down the cortisol, raise the serotonin and dopamine, let go of stress, drop your shoulders, and settle in for your reading. All right, so far we have the 7 of Emotions, the Hierophant, the Muse of Voices, the Emperor, the Priestess, the 5 of Inspiration, the Moon, the Chariot, 9 of Emotions. Wow! You know, Sag, I have to say, I have been pretty astounded and inspired and amazed by your readings of late, I must say. And today is no exception. In your reading, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 5 major arcana. So there's a change happening that is divinely guided. It is definitely in divine order and divine timing. And we have the Spirit of Gratitude, so let's read that for you. 43, the Spirit of Gratitude. If you happen to have this book, you can read along. I'm reading these because, number one, I'm just enjoying them so much, and I think that it gives us a really good indication of the general energies of things that are happening. Okay, the Spirit of Gratitude. The prospering power of prayer, communion with the divine, expressing deep gratitude as you move through the world, knowing that your prayers will be answered exactly as they are meant to be. In prayer meditation, we connect directly to the higher power. It is a way for us to be in communion with the divine, a reminder that our lives are a sacred conversation we are continually engaged in. Prayer lets us know we are not alone. A power greater than us acts on our behalf and is activated through us, suffusing our hearts and minds with a faith that is life-affirming, loving, and compassionate. When we pray, we acknowledge that we are only part of the equation of life, that a spiritual aspect is always in operation also. We engage in humility, knowing we are in a co-creative partnership and that we have so much to be grateful for. Expressing gratitude and asking to be of service is the most powerful, prospering prayer of all. When you focus your attention on appreciation for even the smallest aspects of your life and what you've already experienced, it's like waving a magic wand. Everything you need comes to you without effort. Obstacles fall away and your purpose becomes ever clearer, right? Because you get in the right mindset and heart set. It's like mind, body, spirit, wellness when you're in the state of gratitude, honestly. The kind of prayer that you will prosper, you and others today is one of deep, abiding gratitude. You become a magnet for miracles when you're grateful and asked to be a channel for divine purpose, abundance, love, and compassion. The power of Source is within you, and now is the time to awaken it. Gratitude. That is so beautiful. I believe in the attitude of gratitude, and I have always believed that attitude is everything. The way you see the world, the way you act in the world, the way you allow for things to come into you because you can see them, because your eyes are open to being grateful for the things in your environment. And sometimes, as hard as it is, even to be grateful for the harder lessons that we go through, because that's when we really have reached new levels of wisdom in our self-quest, in our wisdom quest, right? I think so. All right, that's just me, maybe, I don't know. All right, so let's look at these. Let me take a look at your spread for a second. You know, Sagittarius, you are ruled by Jupiter, and Jupiter will have gone into retrograde by the time you see this on the 20th, or at least it stations on the 20th and then goes into retrograde in Pisces. Pisces is all about compassion, you know, and universal love, unconditional love, and the mysterious, right? What is mystical and unknowable, but that we feel as real in our intuition, that we get signs and synchronicities that help us along the way. Everyone has experienced that at one time or another, where you just know something and you don't know how. You know, that comes from that kind of energy. So with Jupiter expanding that and being in retrograde, which makes it go very much internalized, we internalize it better and then we can integrate it. So I think right now, Sagittarius, we are looking at your faith and how you interact in society faithfully, having faith in other things, having faith in people, having faith in love. And I'm saying all of that because the center of your reading is the High Priestess. So for me, you know, this is very much a Piscean kind of energy. And with Jupiter and Pisces, it's opening you up that way, I think. I really do. And right next to it, the Emperor. So this is a powerful time of intuition for you. Very much so. It's also going to be a powerful time of healing any parts of you that have been fragmented when it comes to your belief systems, your belief in the mysticism of life, what you think about God and religion and angels and spirits and things like that. Big things, big questions that we ask, the meaning of life stuff, right? Because these are major cards. And on the very top, you know, you have a state of very deep thoughtfulness about it. You know, I think you've been going through Mercury retrograde, asking yourself, identifying even, how you feel about your beliefs and what they've taught you. And I'm saying that because it's next to the Hierophant. And the Hierophant is about our belief systems, very much so. And where we go for wisdom, where we go, what we trust, what we count on as a safe place to land when it comes to getting advice or guidance. It's our guidance, right? Yes, it's social norms and institutional things like hospitals and churches and even the Institute of Marriage, right? Things that we believe in, things that we live our lives because we believe in it, okay, in society. That's the Hierophant. And I think that you've been looking at the options of what does all of those things mean to you, your principles, right? And I say that because the next card is the King of Swords, or the Muse of Voices. This is the Muse Tarot, and you know, so we're talking about yin energy, the 9 muses, being inspired by the yin energy. And I chose that because we're in Cancer season. Mother energy, yin energy, and nurturing ourselves. So looking at your feelings and the things that you believe in, the things that comfort you, where you go for wisdom, is something that you're trying to make some decisions about. Things that you want to express. And I say express because under the deck, sort of underlying all of this right now, what's happening with you in your world, is the 3 of Emotions. You know, I think you just want to inject more joy, with people, with the people in your surroundings. You want to be with the people that are kind of in your tribe, right? They're on Team Sagittarius. You have similar beliefs, similar values, similar customs, or whatever it might be for you, where you can be yourself, free and easy. And I say that because under that is the sun. And under that, the Four of Cups. So I don't think you have been around enough people that help you feel this way, that help you enjoy your life in a way where you can have that peaceful, easy feeling and have that spirit of gratitude, where you don't feel like you're in contention with others, and instead you feel like you have a synergy with others. So I think you're looking at those things, the principles in your life, the values in your life, and how to express gratitude in your life with the people in your life. The Emperor and the Priestess says, you know, you're kind of taking control over that. You're going inside and you're saying to yourself, what is my authority? What do I really believe in? The mysterious, the unknown. How do I even conceptualize it? You know? What do I allow to have authority over my life? And with the Five of Inspiration, you may have looked in the mirror a lot about these questions and said, how do I really think about this? How do I really feel about it? And what fits me? What feels right? I think that you're doing it in that way right now in Cancer season. I think this week, Capricorn can be rigid. Capricorn can be about rules and restrictions. So with a full moon, right, when the moon has waxed to its largest self, it's enlightenment. And we have these aha moments about it. And with Capricorn, it's aha moments about societal rules and restrictions and the things you believe in, and whether or not you're at odds with it. And whether or not you might want to open your mind and take authority over your own beliefs and your own belief systems. And I think that that's because the Hierophant is right over the High Priestess. Look at this, right? The yin and the yang. You are a wisdom seeker, for sure, Sagittarius. And maybe you've been opening up even more lately, which is maybe a little confusing. That's Mercury Retrograde, taking in even more mystical light codes from the universe, right? Maybe opening up your intuition in a way you never have before. And that's taking you down a new road with the King of Swords. And maybe you're coming up with ideas about your definitions of things that are a little bit different than you had before. So with the moon, and this is the full moon, that's why I said it's waxed to the point where, you're seeing it. And then the Chariot, you've made a decision to live your life the way you want it. 9 of emotions, 9 of cups, emotional fulfillment. You want to be happy, peaceful. You want to be around people that have similar drive and ambitions to live life in a way that extols the spirit of gratitude, positivity, amiability, friendship, joyfulness. You're a Sagittarian. You want to be your whole and true self. Sun. You want to be happy and joyful in the way that you look at the world. And the restrictions and the rules and the societal norms may not ever be enough for you to ever stop keeping an open mind. This is you keeping an open mind and allowing for that pineal gland, right, your sixth sense, to bring in stuff that moves your belief systems forward. I think it is evolving with the Chariot. Your belief systems are evolving. You're taking God out of the box, right? And you're saying, I don't know, I don't want to define anything too rigidly. I'm a Sagittarian. I'm going to make my own choices. I'm not going to go back and forth over what everybody else thinks or believes. I absolutely want to feel it out. How does it make me feel? Because I think that that's your guidance, is what makes you feel this spirit of gratitude? And how can you have it with others? The affinity with others. Being together in a kind of communion, a community, right? Communion, where you feel happy to be in the company of others that allow you to drive yourself wherever you want to go, be as open-minded, as mystical as you want to be, asking yourself what you believe in. This is the reading of a philosopher, and that's what I've been seeing for weeks. You know, you are the emperor of your own life, I think. And I think that you are seeing that, you know, life is filled with moments when we come in contact with others that question us. And they say, well, what do you believe in? Or what do you think about? And how do you see this, ... right? And you get to stand up and say, well, you know, I've thought about this a lot, so I'm considering, what must it be like out there in outer space? Do I believe that there's life out there, right? Just getting really philosophical about your beliefs. What do you feel makes you feel like a part of it all? You know, the 9 of emotions is when we just feel right with the world. We feel fulfilled, and we're able to commune with the others in our lives because we feel great about life itself. And when we can share in that community, when we can share in the mysteries of life and the philosophy, the moon helps you feel it. And then you go into that place where you feel. You don't just intellectualize it or philosophize about it. You actually feel this, the spirit of gratitude. You feel it. And you see the world through it. And that is a beautiful place to be. So I do wish you kindness, reverence, and gratitude this week. Have an excellent week. Your readings have been amazing, Sag. So good luck, and I'll talk to you again next week. Thank you so much. Take care.